So I just tried to go live. I don't know what it was saying. I really don't care right now. Just as long as I can record. Oh gosh, I am extreme. So extreme. Ouch! And I have to balance that out all the time. Everything. Ouch. Woo. So it just dawned on me right now. When you take on a spiritual lifestyle by choice, and I mean, if you really make it personally you, there actually does there's a real world that you can attach to or become part of. It's very real. Spiritual people. We're all spiritual. Everything's spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. Everything, all the time. I say that all the time. Everything is holy. Everything is holy. Everything is holy. Everything is spiritual. But anyways, I'm always our ways, your ways, his ways, hers ways. I have to stop taking breaks. Now, the spiritual world is nothing more than our feelings. Our feelings are real, that we can feel. They are connected to our mother and father. Separated to the very beginning of their mothers and fathers. Energy never dies, okay? What is the spiritual world? Our feelings. The energy. It's so simple, isn't it? Yes. I'm not a genius. I felt everything that I needed to feel. When you become one with the universe, I became one with the universe. I became something more than one with the universe. I was one with it, and then I was like, no, this is not enough for me. You need help. And I need your help. It knew more than me, and I can't even see straight right now because of my contacts. I'm gonna stay on topic. I'm in a lot of pain right now, so I'm good though. I'm good, because finally I'm talking about what so many dedicate their entire life to. Their feelings. Their power. Their extended covered feelings and power. Children. Their family power. Feelings. Things that we can touch. Everything is connected at all times. But it cannot all be seen with a pair of eyes. Feelings are the spirit world, and feelings are more than just something invisible. You can actually see your feelings when you look underneath a special camera light and you see the different auras, the different colors glowing from your body. Um, so feelings are not invisible. We just don't have access to the proper names and equipment to look at ourselves and see what it is that we're glowing. What are we feeling like? What needs to be opened up? What needs to be closed? I learned a lot about chakra and yoga and exercise and blah blah blah, but it's never been broken down to me. And I'm not going to get an attitude. I'm so thankful to all who went 100% and did it effortlessly and beautiful and gave me the information and to where it was easy for me to include myself into it. Because I've always been in tune with my feelings. I know my feelings like no other. But I was having trouble with my feelings being easily grabbed by me on the outside, knowing that I'm extended to things that my feelings need. You know? Working for my feelings to be happy is not, it wasn't meant for any of us to take care of our feelings, our spiritual world, by having to sacrifice all the time. You have to wait. You have to be patient for your feelings to be happy. Why? I don't, I get it, but I don't get, I get it, but I don't get it. Because for me, it's different. And I'm not being negative. But for each and every race, each and every color, each and every mixture of two individuals, if they're not 100% authentic, I'm going to have to come up with the names for the metals before it's a metal. Because one thing that is very spiritual, that is us, is the materials that we are. And knowing that we're different materials because we have different bodies and different shapes and features, and we talk differently and we have different extensions of ourselves. We can put one thing on the ground and have the whole world do it, but only so many can do it easily. It may be hard for the rest. It may be impossible for most. And this is based off of the genetic makeup. Look at my hair. See this hair right here? This is mixed with everything. Every spiritual creed around. I have all religions in this hair. I got all energies flowing through this right here. And it's just like, oh, come on in. I love you. But I gotta love me too. You know? Um, what does one do when one is mixed with all of these different ones? All of these different materials. It it changes up the chemistry. It reacts different to the environment. The feelings either can be less or more, or pretty much close to inactive. Not completely gone or missing, just inactive. It's not until one is introduced to how to use that part of your feeling that is a physical organ, a physical part, a physical area, a physical spot in your body or on your body that is oh, these contacts. Let me stop looking at y'all. That is a. Excuse this mess. I'm cleaning it up. You know what? Don't excuse it. I got through COVID. In just 3 days. Yeah, I'm not trying to switch it up, babe. I forgot what I was talking about. I gotta braid my hair. There's no way that I can. I'm gonna pause right now. There's no way that I can say that I'm this and I'm that and ooh 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 and then put anybody else down and say that they are less than me because I made up with each one. And I'm not gonna cry because I've been so disrespectful, but it's not my fault and it's not their fault. Because we weren't allowed to respect ourselves to the fullest extent of what we are. Because with it being separated, it's not as valuable as one like me that it could be that's mixed with it all and makes the material that it makes. Okay? I was gonna cry, but I'm not gonna cry now. I'm done. Something, my hair released it. Anyways, I would not be any type of value. I would not be any type of anything if it wasn't for everything and everyone that I am physically, genetically, and genetically can be learned, emotions learned by looking at someone in a certain environment, allowing my DNA structure to connect to it, and have them teach me how to use my body and my mind, which is physical, but it's spiritual. That one is connected to me. That one is now part of me. I am part of it, of him or her, or it. You know. But that's speaking of the after part that cannot be changed or whatever. I keep putting this metal in my hair. When I stick it to my scalp, when I put this metal on my skin and I leave it there with my hair loose, my body does strange things. It was hurting really bad right here. I kept feeling a lot of power shoot down my spine. But I wasn't thinking of that because I'm in pain already over here because I got to get my hair braided. But I just can't do it because I have so much going on at once. I cannot pause because I have so much to do and I'm having to do it alone. And it's all urgent. And I don't allow myself to get sucked into it to where I'm stuck, just throwing a fit in the corner, picking my boogers and digging in my butthole and take off running, talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rain Man is on fire now. I don't know. I I don't deal well with pain at all. Any type of pain. When I'm in pain and I cannot heal it in time, um, uh, I get crazy, but not out of whack crazy. There's only been a few times when I did get crazy, crazy, but I could not get as crazy as I wanted to. Like, I'm always having to remain responsible because I have children and I don't want to be a disturbance to anyone else. I haven't hit that. I almost hit the level of pain. When someone says on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your pain? Don't even answer it. I mean, you might want to answer, but don't answer it, because if you're able to answer it, then that means that you're still able to concentrate. You still have control of your mind, and you're able to react to someone else's question to you, while this pain is too much for you to bear. By all means, deal with your pain, regardless of what it may be. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this first. Deal with your pain best way you can. It took us years to come up with certain medicines to alleviate pain. I've done enough talking and using my mind to trick myself into just maneuvering out of it. Like, that's cool and everything. I do not go running down the street to go buy a big bottle of liquor whenever I start to feel a little depressed or back into the same routine-ish mode that I'm in, because I do the same thing every day, or something happened and it's just like, oh, that hurt me and I just don't want to deal with it. I'm dealing with something like that. It needs to be healed differently. It's much more easier when you have money to do different things of healing with it. Because depending on another individual, no matter how dressed up it may be, it's not always the route you need to go. Because at the end of the day, the material that is needed is not speaking like I am, or that one is. So if I get let's say I get the lady digging in her nose, scratching her butthole, talking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is on fire, but she needs some Norco. Give her some Norco. Okay, that's who I have to go through to get approval for my pain. Okay. I don't care. That's fine. If she is able to determine my hypothesis of the quick fix that I need for my pain, it just works for me. I got things to do. I don't have time to explain my entire life to anybody. This is not a debate that is up for discussion when it comes to dealing with whatever it is I have an issue with, because everything is physical. Chemicals need to be released or slowed down. My brain can't do it all. So if I'm in pain physically, if I have an emotional experience, which is an energetic experience, which is a I'm involved experience, because everything is physical. Okay? Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what to do with this. Let me make this. Let me break this down more simple. Because I tend or used to get too emotional when I would explain myself. Because I was so. When I would explain myself on the reasons why I don't need anyone else restructuring my wants and how much I want and when I want it and the way I want it, blah 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 blah. If it's like a material or something like that, and that's what it's supposed to be given. The way that we work in business today is not directed towards the customers individually. It's more directed towards those who went to school to perform a certain job, to deliver a particular material, in most cases, especially when it's regulated. Let's say doctors, pharmacists. With that, you have to be very careful because it's always personal. It's never business when it comes to medical for the patient. Nowhere, in no way or shape or form should a patient kiss any ass of any kind from anybody working. Ever. Period. A patient doesn't even have to respect anybody working in the hospital. The hospital is dealing with the inside, not only what can be physically seen, but the emotional feelings, the intellectual side, the how smart are you? How stupid are you? And it's not stupid, it's just some don't know as much as someone else when it comes to a particular topic or subject. But that doesn't change the feelings within. Okay? It's amazing how we jumped off the scale of we jumped off the scale of being independent with our feelings and emotions and being able to keep it private over the years. We think that going to school adds value to what we are, who we are, adds value to our feelings. Honey, you were rich upon before you were created. That is the best you were going to be, is before you were even connected with what made you exist.